Mike Tyson has a really good saying. I think it goes something along the lines of, everybody think they tough till life punch them in the face, or something like that. Say go something like that. Let me tell you guys the exact moment life grabbed me like Mike Tyson and just wham, punched me in the face. Before I tell you that exact story though, let me just say this. When I did realize it, when I realized I got punched in the face, I learned that day. The system's not confusing, it's not chaotic, it's not broken. This system we're living in, the American system, is very, very well designed to keep some people highly informed and other people like myself at that time just straight up just moving through life, just guessing and just moving blindly through life. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that's the whole point of why I'm making this video, to help somebody else out there out, because for most of my life, I was living my life blind, just guessing. What is going on, everybody? My name is Pastor Blackwood, and my mission is very simple: to help young generation kids all around the world, and young men period, understand this system, the American system that we were just never taught, so we can stop just surviving and we could start playing a little bit of offense. Every now and then, you can't always live this life in this American system, always just playing defense or just not playing at all, being blind. You got to play a little bit of offense to thrive in this system. And let me tell you what I'm talking about. You guys are looking at someone that did not grow up around conversations about money, leverage, interest rates, Federal Reserve, investing, none of that, unfortunately. But that's all good. That's why I'm making this video. So by the time I hit my mid-20s, I was living my life the way a lot of us in this system do. Working hard, guessing, just hoping things work out, trusting that this system, would help me out if something were to happen, if I follow the rules kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But at 25 years old, life hit me with probably looking back, it's what I needed, but it was a very embarrassing moment at that time. It was very embarrassing. I got to be real with you guys. Imagine you're walking into a real estate place, right? And you think you could get a home. All of a sudden, the mortgage loan originator said, "You can't get a home, son. You can't even prove that you've made any money in this country." In short, the problem was I never filed, such a stupid mistake. I never reported my income. I was making good money. I was cutting hair. I was a barber, but I just never was reporting my income. I was taking people's advice and not reporting my income. But anyways, the point is, dude said I couldn't get a home. And that was the moment that my eyes, they really opened to the world. And looking back, I'm actually kind of glad that happened, because that moment, it pushed me towards the world of finance. Right around that time, a little bit after, I remember I started going to watch some finance videos, because obviously I was trying to figure out, okay, what steps do I got to take? More than just trying to figure out what steps I have to take, I got pushed into the finance world, the finance YouTube world. I got really deep in it. I started listening to this guy named Peter Schiff, who would talk about the Fed, inflation, rate cuts. It was a whole nother language at the time, but I didn't stop. I kept going. And I was always kind of a reader. So then I started going towards finance books. I picked up this book called One Up on Wall Street at that time. That book was really good. That's the one that taught me that you do not need to be in Wall Street just to find really good investments and really good plays out there. But that's for another video. The book that cracked my mind open and really made me understand and learn, like, oh shit, we're living in a real methodically laid out system. This is a whole system that's been laid out here. The book was called The Creature from Jekyll Island. That book did not teach me something. That book exposed something to me. That book taught me that this system, it's intentionally confusing. The Federal Reserve, I don't even know if I could be saying that word in this video. Hopefully YouTube don't cut me out this early in my career. It was not born out of transparency. It was born to keep certain things secret from you. Basically, it's just like a group of like 6 or 7 big names that you've probably heard before. Honestly, I'm not going to say them here, but they all just created this global system that decides interest rates, inflation, recessions, our rent, our mortgage, our debt. Shoot, your rent, your mortgage, your debt, all just strategically designed by people you'll never meet. First of all, my favorite thing about what I'm telling you guys is that it's all in this book right here. So you can go take a look at the book for yourself so you can see what I'm talking about. But what I learned is that those wealthy people, they see this as a game, guys. A game that is not taught in school, Definitely not taught to us at home. And it's not taught in any of the communities that most of us come from. You know, we're taught to go outside, play football, play basketball, run, and do things of that nature, which is also fun, not knocking that. But there's a money game out there that exists, and we're just blind to it. I promise you, you watching this, that if you pick this book up or even like use ChatGPT at the beginning, I'm a fan of ChatGPT. You guys might hear me say that a lot. Use ChatGPT in the beginning just to help you understand thoroughly every single chapter. Every single chapter that I was reading, I was telling ChatGPT, hold on. Give me the breakdown of this chapter. Describe and give me in detail. Explain it to me like I'm 10 years old. That's what I would do every time I was reading this book. And when I finally finished that book, that's when I realized, like I told you guys, I'm not failing in life. I wasn't failing. You guys are not failing. We've just been misinformed. The system, it's not keeping us out. It's not like they say, oh, you guys are not allowed to have this book and see the playbook and see how we're running it against you guys. They're just purposely keeping us ignorant with distractions, with sports, with things of that nature. Again, not trying to knock these things. I'm just saying there's got to be a balance. We didn't see these kind of books. We didn't hear this kind of information. And for me, that's when I learned, like, okay, I've been playing a lot of defense in my life. Defense to a system that I don't even understand. And from that moment, I stopped just reacting, and I stopped just waiting, and I stopped just hoping that one day the system that I live in is going to come and help me out. For the first time in my life, around those times that I was reading those books, I started playing a little bit of offense. I started investing. I started learning the markets, crypto and stocks. I started learning the cycles, started viewing money not like a mystery, not just like oh, I get paid and here it is in my hands. No, I started viewing money as a tool. That's when things started changing for me. I'm saying this all to say the system is not confusing. The system is designed. That's what I had to learn the hard way. That's what I'm here teaching you guys now. But once you get the playbook, once you learn the rules, once you learn and start seeing how money actually moves, you can break generations of confusion in a single lifetime, less than a lifetime. You can start breaking it right now. Trust me, guys, if I was born with first generation parents who didn't explain the system to me, because no one explained it to them. If I can go through all this and I can ask the right questions and start understanding this system, I promise you guys can do it too. And that's all I'm here for, just to make sure that you guys don't go living the rest of your life just blind, playing defense, but blind to not even knowing who you're playing defense to. Before I get out of here, though, I want to leave you guys with something. I want to leave you guys with a ChatGPT prompt that you can type in right now, or you could grab your phone, talk to ChatGPT, the creature from Jekyll Island. Just say that in there. And after you say that book, I want you to say these words. Chat, what's going on? Break down the core ideas of the creature from Jekyll Island in simple language and show me how each idea affects my daily life. Scratch that. Show me how each idea affects my daily financial life in America. Or you can say something like, as a first generation American, and see what it says. And ChatGPT prompt number 2. I want to leave you a prompt for One Up on Wall Street. This prompt is, give me a step-by-step action plan based on lessons from One Up on Wall Street, but tailored to someone who didn't grow up with financial literacy and is starting from scratch. These are just 2 of many of the books that changed my life, but I'm just trying to dish this information out to you guys as soon as you can, so you don't end up like me, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 years old, and finally understanding later on in life what's really going on. All right, guys, that's as much information that I could give for this video. I hope you found it valuable, and I hope you put it into action right now as we speak. My name is Pastor Blackwood. I'm going to continue my mission of helping us out, of guiding us to that light that I couldn't see. Oh, and speaking of see, I'll see you guys on the next video.